G'day everybody, and welcome back. Today is Bongo Day. I really need this space back. I want to get a quad going, and I've got a tractor that is now in some strife. And this is the space. Summertime in Australia, I'm not changing head gaskets in the sun. I can do the tractor under this roof, however the bongo's in the way. So today's mission plan: get the choke cable on, get the fuel pump reattached, make sure everything's secure, try and start the car. If I can get it to start, I then want to try and adjust the idle screw, which I have to find and work out which one it is, because it won't run without the choke on, which tends to suggest that the idle screw needs adjusting. It's a pig of a carby in a pig of a place. Let me show you. So on the Mazda E1600, they put the engine under the front seats, which is fine. Then they put the carby down here, which is also fine. But then the choke cable is back there. Now traditionally the choke cable would run along here, through here, under the floor, up there, through there, through there, through there, up there to the steering, and then up onto the dashboard about here. However, you can't buy one anymore. So I bought one from a go-kart, and we're going to install it. If I change the focus and the length, I'm going to put it here to go to there, and then the passenger can be in charge. So the passenger will have a job. How exciting. So let me drill this hole. I've checked in behind here. There's nothing behind here. This is never going on the road again, so don't stress about structural integrity with a 10mm hole. But I'll drill a hole and we'll come back. Righto, hole drilled. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Happy days. So this cable is going to go under this little bracket, around into, down into there. So I'll get it in position and we'll just see if this is going to work, or if I have to move my excellently measured hole. Okay, so I've had this choke cable on site now for about 3 months, and kind of wondering why it took me 3 months to install it. However, it is installed. So the next job, come down here, have a look, is down here with all the spiders is the fuel pump, and the fuel pump has busted all its brackets. So I need to get some zip ties and work out how to mount this. Now, like I said, this has never been road registered, so zip ties are fine. As you can see, I've taken out the inline old filter because it is shit, and it was the problem. So I'm thinking I might just, for now, not get eaten by the spiders. For now, I might just zip tie this up here like this. I don't know. Let me have a little think about this with 2 hands. So I haven't reached a conclusion, but I'm thinking I might need to get this out and give it a wash. There's a few nasty redback spiders under here, and I'm not keen to get chomped on the head, but I'm thinking I might move this longer fuel line to here, move this filter closer to the pump, and then just hang it off one of these rails up there. But there are some nasty creepy crawlies under here, so let me go get a battery and we'll see if this pig will fire. So in all of their engineering brilliance, the Mazda engineers put the world's smallest battery in this car, in the most awkward of places to do one-handed, of course. Let's find this other lead before I get chewed by a spider. Now I do have the battery tie down, which I will use when this is running consistently. Okay, positives on, negatives on. Now, everyone who watches regularly will know we don't do bloopers and 3 or 4 takes, because that's not how we roll. Alright, so let's turn the choke on, because that's what we do. Choke's on. I'll move the razor blade off the seat, turn the ignition on. Oh, we've got a fuel pump, you can hear it. I know. Give her a couple of pumps for luck. Well, I'll be. Well, that was a bit easier than expected. Alright, well, that's a bit intriguing. But it's running. We'll just have a quick check in some things. We might need some water. This is the problem, so it won't keep running without the choke. So I think I've got to adjust the idle, which is one of those screws in there. But first I need to put some water in it, because it's all blundering. Okay, for the record, that's the idle screw. Can't even show it to you, it's how stupid it is. It's up there. I'm going to wind it out one turn. Alright, so we're 1.5 turns out on the idle screw. We're full on the choke. Let's have another crack. Oh, and we put some liquid in the radiator. Didn't take much, only took about half a litre. Let's have another crack. Righto, choke all the way in. 1.5 turns on idle screw. We'll just see what it does. Stops is what it does, typical. Alright, can have a play with it, see what it does. Make sure we've still got fuel, which we do. Alright, I'm going to have a little gin around with the idle screw and see if we can get this thing to idle in some way or other without the choke. Okay, about 2 minutes later, choke all the way in, and that's idle speed. I don't have a tacho in this car, but that's pretty slow. I might even see if I can lift it a little bit, but if I could keep it at that, I'd be the happiest man around. So, alrighty, we'll let it warm up and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is why you be very careful working on old cars in Australia. Have a look at that. That's a redback spider, and you do not want to get bitten by it. So we give it the treatment because, well, because. So I've got to get some air, some tyres, because these are all flat. Righto, so it's back on its wheels. It's idling fine. I just need to get it out from under this roof because it's damn hot under here, and I'm going to put it out the front and let it stew in the sunshine for a few hours and cook all the bugs out of it, and then we'll start cleaning all the crap out. The dog, yeah, he don't care. So let me just set the camera up. We'll see if we can get this thing driving out of the cave. So, Mazda E1600 is once again on the driveway. I've got a car trailer coming in about a week to move some stuff around, so I've got a week to clean out the insides and find the battery tie down bolts and nuts, which are in there somewhere. I've still got to secure that fuel pump. I've got better light out here and less spiders, so I'll be able to do that properly. And of course I need to clean out the schmutz in the back of the car. Some of it's rubbish, some of it's not. Yeah, but it's nearly ready. So your next question is, why are we doing it? Well, the fire unit that's on the ground that was on the Rodeo is going on this, so I can drive around a block and water trees and fight fires if I need to. I could register this car, but financially it's not worth it. It's already cost me $1,500 to buy the car, $1,200 in tyres, and a whole host of frustration and time that, as you saw, was quite easy. It's still not running very well. I've still got, when you put your foot on the accelerator, it stalls. Now I've got to work out whether that's timing or fuel or something completely different, vacuum advance, who knows. But again, I've got more light out here and it's going to get cooler. So we're going to have a bit of a play and finish it off. And I do need to bleed the brakes, which I need 2 people for because the dog refused to do it for me. So anyway, so there you go. The Bongo is ready for the next phase. When we put the fire tank on, we'll take it for a drive. We'll show you what it looks like. It's going to look like it's sitting down in the arse. The fire unit does weigh a ton and a bit. Then add the fire unit, so it's just a ton of water plus the fire unit. So this thing is going to know it's alive, and I want brakes. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll wash it later. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. We do all sorts of crazy shit. The next job is parked over there, just there. We need to do the underside of Barry. So he's been running on the dirt. He's done 1,000 Ks now nearly. And this morning I lost a bolt out of the suspension shock absorber. So I need to replace that, and while I've got the wheel off to do that, I'll do it in the backyard. We'll pull all the wheels off, we'll fix that little power steering pipe, we'll have a good look, and we'll see how he's surviving after 1,000 Ks. So see you next time.